So to in the previous class we had discussed about, okay, in the previous class we had discussed about one function onto one function. Yeah, so can someone give me the so I hope by now you know the definition of one function and onto function, right? You know what is one function, you know what is onto function, right? So can anyone give me the definition of one function and onto function? Can anyone give me the definition of one function onto function? So for one function, what was the definition? One element, a function is one if different elements in the domain have distinct images. We had seen certain examples, and because of which the one function was very clear to you, correct? And then we had discussed about onto function. So onto function, what do you mean by onto function? So where each and yeah, for onto every element in the codomain should be an image of some element in the domain. Okay, that is what you mean by onto function. So then students, kindly don't write anything on the. Okay, so then we discussed about the, after that we were discussing about the graph. So as I told, so in order to be a trigonometric function to be invertible, it should be a one and onto, correct? ಒಂದು trigonometric function inverts ಅದರ inverse ಹುಡುಕಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ it should be one and onto. by seeing the by seeing the sine graph, okay, by seeing the sine graph, we were sure that it is not a one function. Why it was not one? Because if you see, the value of sine 0 and sine pi are same because both gives the value 0. But in order to be one, every element in the domain should go to distinct image in the distinct element in the codomain, correct? Every element in the domain should go to distinct element in the codomain. Similarly, uh, the sine graph, as you can see, it is not onto, because sine function, if we define from R to R, that is the domain is real number and codomain is real number. If we see in this way, one it is not one because you can see pi and 2 pi has same value, but in order to be one it should have distinct images, but that is not happening in this function, in this domain. So if you see the codomain is set of real numbers, but as we know, the value of the sine function lies in between -1 and 1. Okay, so value of the sine function lies in between -1 and 1. So real numbers ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ it is a infinite set, but ನಮ್ಮ sin ನ value ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಆ ಇಡೀ real number ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬರೀ -1 ಇಂದ 1 ನ ಒಳಗಿದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2 ಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಪ್ರೀ 2 ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೂ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಆಗಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, 3 ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೂ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಆಗಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Similarly 4 is not mapped to anything. That those things are there. So but we know the definition of onto is every element in the codomain should be a image of some element in the domain, correct? But that is not happening if the sine function is defined from real numbers to real number. So what we wanted to do, we wanted to restrict the codomain so that ontoness is satisfied. So ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, sine function ಅನ್ನು we defined it from R to, okay, the sine function was defined from R to -1, correct? I'll write it here. Sine function was defined from R to -1, because -1, ನ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲಾ values ಗೆ, okay, you can find some element is mapped to that from the domain, correct? ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಡೊಮೈನ್ ಇಂದ -1 ನ ಒಳಗೆ 1 ಮತ್ತೆ -1 ಮತ್ತೆ 1 ನ ಒಳಗೆ ಇರುವ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, correct? So ontoness is satisfied. Now to make one satisfy ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, if you see sine graph repeats, correct? Sine graph repeats. So if you see the graph from -pi/2 to pi/2, aita, the graph from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. And similarly, if you see the graph from pi by 2 to 3 by 2. Okay, if you see the graph from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, same graph. ಯಾವ ತರ ಇದೆ ಆ ಗ್ರಾಫ್? ಇಲ್ಲಿ minus pi, sin minus pi by 2 ಅಂದ್ರೆ -1 ಇಂದ increase ಆಗಿ 1 ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನಿಲ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ pi by 2 ಇಂದ 3 pi by 2 ಗೆ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ, if you see from pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, again the graph follows the same same, what do you say, same values. It takes the same value, -1 ಇಂದ 1 ತನಕ ಎಲ್ಲ values ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ if you see from 3 pi by 2 to, if you see from 3 pi by, if you see from 3 pi by 2 to 5 pi by 2. So if you see from 3 pi by 2 to 5 pi by 2, again the same graph you can see, where the values lies in between -1 and 1. So in ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, you can see there is a interval. In these intervals the graph repeats itself, correct? The graph repeats itself. So what we can do, instead of writing the real numbers ಬರ್ದಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು, ಈಗ suppose you take this interval minus pi by 2 ಇಂದ pi by 2 ತನಕದ interval ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಆದ್ರೂ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಆಂಗಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ minus pi by 2 ಮತ್ತೆ pi by 2 ಅನ್ನೋ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, if you take any angle, any two angles, whether those two angles has same image, can you see that whether any two angle has same image, students? No. Good, Subramanya. No. Yeah, good students. So you can see that, right? Okay, so minus pi by 2 ಮತ್ತೆ pi by 2 ನ ಮಧ್ಯ ಯಾವುದೇ angles ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು, ಯಾವುದೇ ಎರಡು angle ನೀವು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು, okay, so what you can see, the values are not repeated. ಹೌದಾ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸೇಮ್ ಬರುವಂತ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಸಿಗುದಿಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಸೊ that means ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹ ನಿಮಗೆ oneness ಡಿಸ್ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಆಗುವಂತ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಸಿಗುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗುವಂತ ಆಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ, instead of writing the whole real number, okay, instead of writing the whole real number as the domain, now we can restrict our domain to any of these intervals. Either we can take minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 to minus 1,1, or you can take it from pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. Okay, your domain you can write any of this. Okay, it can be sine ka domain, you can write it as minus 3 pi by 2 to minus pi by 2. Anything you can take, because in these areas the graph does not repeat. But when we say there is something called as principal value domain. Okay, this is PVD. PVD is nothing but principal value domain ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. when you say in you say that ಕೆಲವು values you'll have standard values, right? gravitation, acceleration due to gravity ಅಂದ್ರೆ 9.8 ಅಂತ ಬರೀತೀರಾ. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕೆಲವು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅದು ಯಾವ ಡೊಮೈನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, minus pi by 2 ಇಂದ pi by 2 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ತೇವೆ. Okay, so principal value domain of sine function is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and its range is or its codomain is minus 1,1. So if you restrict your sign to this particular interval, okay, to this particular interval, then okay, then your sine function is satisfies the definition of 1,1, and also it satisfies the definition of onto. So if a function is both 1,1 and onto, what we can conclude? If a function is both 1,1 and onto, what we can conclude? ಒಂದು function 1,1 ಮತ್ತೆ onto ಎರಡು ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ functions ಬಗ್ಗೆ? What we can say about those functions? It is invertible. Good Nitya Lakshmi, good Nazia, yeah. Stenil, Nur Fatima, yeah, good. On the function 1,1, if the function is 1,1 and onto, okay, if the function is good 1,1 and onto, then we say that that function is invertible. That function is invertible. Okay, so what we have concluded, sine function is invertible. Now what will be the graph of sine inverse function? So you can see the graph of sine inverse also, correct? Can you see the graph? This is the graph of sine inverse function. So sine inverse function is defined from minus 1 comma 1 to minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. The reverse of the domain and range of sine function. Sine function is the domain and range in bardidvi minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 to minus 1 comma 1. Okay, correct? When we say that if f is a function from x to y, okay, how do we say that g is the inverse of f? If g is a function from y to x, and if g is 1, f is 1 1 and on to, then we can say that g is the inverse of f. So sin x iddu ನಾವು restrict ಮಾಡಿ, now our domain principal value domain is minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2 to our range becomes minus 1 comma 1. So sin inverse function iddu domain ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ minus ಉಲ್ಟಾ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು range ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅದು domain ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, minus 1 comma 1, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು domain ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅದು range ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. Now this value in the inverse function is called as principal value branch. Okay, this value minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2, ee value annu navu, okay, this value we call it as principal value branch, or you can remember it as PVB, that is principal value branch. Okay, so what is the principal value branch of sine inverse function? What is the principal value branch of sine inverse function, students? What is the pi by 2 is 90 degree. Okay, so what is the principal value branch of sine inverse function? What is the principal value branch of sine inverse function? Yes, minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, or minus 90 degree to plus 90 degree. Now good Nur Fatima. So the remember principal value branch concept tumba important. They ask this question for 1 mark. You have to write the principal value branch of different inverse trigonometric functions. So principal value branch is very, very important. So if you see the second graph, this graph if you observe, okay, this graph if you observe, okay, this part, okay, this part is the graph of sine function, and this part is the graph of sine inverse function. Okay, ಅಡ್ಡಕ್ಕೆ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು sine function ಇದ್ದು graph. Second graph ನೀವು observe ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡ್ಡಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂತದ್ದು, this marking of this kind, this is nothing but, okay, it continues. Okay students, here it continues. Okay, so this is the graph of sine function, whereas this is the graph of sine inverse function. Okay, this is the graph of sine inverse function. Okay, so one more thing, hege nimige inverse exist agtado illo anta nodbodu andre, if you keep, can you see this line, this green line? Okay, you can see this green line, right? So when you see that green line, ಆ green line ನ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ? Okay, if you see, if you keep that green line, if you carefully observe that green line, keep a hand on green line. Okay, green line ನ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಇರುವಂತ structures ಹೇಗಿದೆ ಅದು? They are equal. Correct, good Nur Fatima. You can see there is a symmetry between those things. Correct? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ, ಈ green line ನ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಯಾವ how the graph is, exactly you can find in this side, which means those are mirror images. Okay, those are mirror images. So sine ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದರ inverse in a functions in a graph ಬಿಡಿಸಿ, if you draw this line, y is equal to x, this line is nothing but y is equal to x. So it should be like mirror. Okay, mirror ali, if you see yourself in the mirror, what you can observe? Your image, right? The same thing should be observed. Okay, the same thing should be observed. Next, okay, so far to check whether a given graph is invertible or not, athwa ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ, we used to check for one function anta ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ we used to go for f of x1 is equal to f of x2 anta. We used to go like this. There are some other tests also. This is not important, but you should know this. Okay, this is not important. In case for your CET or JE, you can use this somewhere. Okay, this is not so important, but you just remember this thing. So there is something called as vertical line test. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಬಿಡಿಸಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೀಗೆ ಉದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಲೈನ್ ಅನ್ನು ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು, ಅಡ್ಡಕ್ಕೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಲೈನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹಾರಿಜಾಂಟಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ and this is horizontal. Okay, so on the graph kottidare, they have not given you a function, they have just given you a graph. Now by looking at the graph, you have to say whether it is a graph of a function, whether that graph is one function, all those things. Aita nimage exactly function ಏನು ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, f of x ಏನು ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, they have just given you the graph. So by looking at the graph, how can you say that whether it is a function? So there is a test called vertical line test. So if you see the first image here, what is it? The image of a circle, graph of a circle, correct? You can see it is a graph of circle. So our circle again, if I draw a vertical line, so you can see if I draw a vertical line, ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಆ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಲೈನ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, how many places that vertical line touches the circle, at how many places you can see the vertical line touches the circle? 2 places, correct? So below you can see word fail, vertical lines test fail agide anta helidare. So it is not a function. So what is vertical line test? So on the graph kottu, if you draw a vertical line, elli bekadre draw madbodu, anywhere if you draw a vertical andre uddakke ಒಂದು ಲೈನ್ ಎಳೆದಾಗ, if ಆ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆ ಲೈನ್ ಒಂದೇ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟಚ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, if it touches at only one point, that is if it intersects at only one point, then kotta graph function ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, kotta graph function ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. If it touches at more than one point, then that kotta graph, it is not a function, the given graph is not a function. If you see the first graph, it is a circle. When I draw a vertical line, anywhere if I draw a vertical line, you can see that it touches at 2 points. So according to vertical line set, this graph is not a function. Whereas if you see the second graph, anywhere if I draw a vertical line, it touches at only, it intersects the graph at only one point, correct? Adu graph annu ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ intersect ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So this is a function, correct? This is a function. Now so function ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಗ್ರಾಫಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಉದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಲೈನ್ ಎಳೆಯಿರಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟಚ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿ. So if it touches at one point, then it is a function. If it touches at more than one point, then it is not a function. Hope this was clear, students. Hope this was clear. Vertical line test clear agidya? Okay. Now coming to the horizontal line test. Okay, horizontal line test, horizontal ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಡ್ಡಕ್ಕೆ ಲೈನ್ ಎಳೆಯುವಂತದ್ದು. horizontal line test ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ? ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ 1 ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ 1 ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ. ಓಕೆ, ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ 1 ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ we use horizontal line test. ಓಕೆ, ಸೇಮ್ ಒಂದು ಅಡ್ಡಕ್ಕೆ ಲೈನ್ ಎಳೆಯೋದು, ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಗ್ರಾಫಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಅಡ್ಡ ಲೈನ್ ಎಳೆಯುವಂತದ್ದು. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ, ಅಡ್ಡ ಲೈನ್ ಎಳೆದಾಗ if it touches at only one point, if it intersects the graph at only one point, then the function is 1 okay, then the function is 1 If it touches at more than one point, then the function is not 1 So you can see in the second graph, so when I draw the horizontal line, at how many points it touches the graph? At how many points it touches the graph? When I draw a horizontal line, it touches at 2 points. Good students. So whether this function is 1 whether this function is 1 whether this function is 1 no. Good. So but if you see the second graph, third graph, okay, third graph ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು vertical line ಎಳೆದಾಗ ಒಂದೇ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟಚ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. If I draw any horizontal line also, it touches at 1 point. So what about the third graph? Whether it is a function, third graph, yes, it is a function. Whether it is a 1 function, students, whether it is 1 function, yes, because it passes the horizontal test also. Alvin, you have raised the hand. If you have any question, you just type it in the chat box, students. Okay. So I hope you are clear with vertical line test and horizontal line test. Vertical line test to test whether the given graph is one function. Horizontal yake ಮಾಡುವಂತದ್ದು to test whether the given graph is one function. Okay. Okay, it's fine. Moving on to this. This is something is very important. Very important. So you can take a screenshot of this. This is very important. So as I told you, I have not shown you the graph of other functions, but you should remember the principal value branches of all the inverse trigonometric function. You should remember the principal value branch of all the trigonometric function. So sine inverse function, the domain is -1, 1 and the principal value branch is -pi/2, pi/2. Cos inverse is -1, 1 and the principal value branch is 0, pi. Tan inverse, the domain is real number and the principal value branch, that is range, is -pi/2, open interval -pi/2, pi/2. And cot inverse, if you check, the principal value branch is open interval 0, pi. Cosecant inverse x, the domain is r minus -1, 1 and the principal value branch is this. So now you should remember these principal value branches. You should remember the principal value branches as well as domain is fine. Okay, but remember the principal value branch clearly. Now how you will remember the principal value branch? So can you see something like there is some relations? If you take sine inverse, okay, tan inverse and cosecant inverse, okay, ಹೇಗೆ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. If you take sine inverse, tan inverse, cosecant inverse, what are its principal value branch? It lies between -pi/2, pi/2, -pi/2, pi/2, -pi/2, pi/2, except 0, because cosecant function is not defined at 0. Okay, ಯಾಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 0 ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ cosecant function 0 ದಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ tan function -pi/2 ಮತ್ತೆ pi/2 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅದನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಓಪನ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ you cannot include -pi/2 and pi/2. So to remember the principal value branch, you remember sine inverse, tan inverse and cosecant inverse. It is something we have to do with -pi/2, pi/2. Okay, for sine inverse, cos inverse and sine inverse, tan inverse and cosecant inverse. Okay, ಏನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಫಸ್ಟ್ sine, so sine ಗೆ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು bracket. Next, when you come to tan, it should be an open bracket. So when you come to cosecant, again the close bracket, but you should exclude 0. Okay, you should exclude 0. When you come to cos inverse, see, then you can see cos inverse, cot inverse, secant inverse has the similarity. The principal value branch is 0, pi. Here also, here it is closed, here it is open. Here closed interval 0, pi, except at pi/2, because at pi/2 secant function is not defined. Similarly, at 0 and at pi, cot function is not defined. Okay, ಏನಿದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ 0, pi ಕಾಮನ್ ಇದೆ, ಬಟ್ cos ಗೆ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಡ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ಅಂತ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. And for cot inverse it is open interval, and for secant inverse it is closed interval excluding -pi/2, excluding pi/2. Okay, all the values excluding pi/2. I hope you have taken down the principal value branch. You have taken down the principal value branch, students. Okay. Okay, so we'll move on to the next. Here you can see, you can take a screenshot, students. Instead of writing, you can take a screenshot also. Okay. So here you can see direct functions iddu, what are the domain and range. Okay. Okay. So you can see the domain and range of direct function and inverse function. Okay. So direct alli idan now principal domain anta heltivi. Inverse alli we call this range as principal value branch. Okay, and you should remember this very important. This is very important. Again and again I'm repeating, this is very important. Okay.